Howdy, y'all. I'm Shane, and as I'm sure you can tell, I'm from East Texas. Now, whatever stereotype just flies through your mind, you're right. You literally walk down Main Street in my town and be like, hey, there's a football team, and they suck. Hey, Reverend, how are you? Hey, look, cows. And literally rednecks as far as you can see. Now, for those of you that don't know, redneck basically is a code word for really dumb racist. So all these things are stereotypes in Texas because they're true. And at some point, young kid, you kind of got to figure out which one of these groups you're going to fit in and then go for it. So where did I fit in? First off, like any good Texan, figured I'd try football. I thought it was a good idea. My genetics did not. Pretty much my entire life until I was an adult, I was super short, super skinny, had a buzz haircut. I was so goofy looking. One time I was at the hospital visiting my grandmother, and this sweet old lady came up to me and wanted to know what my wish was. I'm not really sure what all that was about, but I never did get that trip to Disneyland. The next thing, cows. Agriculture is still a big thing in Texas. We even had a class in my high school called Chicken Anatomy, part of the Future Farmers of America. And what you did was you got a chicken and you raised it from an egg all the way up to being an adult, and you cared for it and loved it. And if you did everything right, at the end of the year to celebrate, you smothered it in barbecue sauce. I just couldn't do it, but many of my buddies did, and it was good. All right, so next, tried church.
The thing is, you know what?
I tried. I don't really know what y'all want from me. We just got Chick-fil-A, and I'm not risking Jesus chicken to make you guys laugh. All right, so at this point, I was starting to struggle with what I was going to do. So I went and asked for advice. And for all you Gen Zers out there, advice is when you go and actually talk to a person and ask them a question. So when's my grandfather? He's the smartest person I knew. He was a mechanic and a rancher and a World War II vet. So I went up to him, I was like, Grandpa, I'm trying to get into a hobby. I was thinking about dirt bikes. And he looked at me and like, we are way too poor for that. Okay, what about golf? And he's like, we're white, but we're not that white. Finally, I was like, all right, I'll throw one out. How about karate? And he whipped his head around and looked at me real serious. I was like, son, I'm only going to tell you this once. There is no karate in East Texas. Apparently, America's greatest generation still holds a couple grudges. Some of y'all may be thinking, hey, it's really sounding like you're going to end up with those rednecks.
That's not on TV.
And you may be like, well, what's wrong with that? I got it. I love NASCAR, beer, and Walmart as much as the next guy. But it's really hard to get past all the hate crimes and cousin touching. So at this point, I'm super desperate, and I decided to join the marching band. Some of y'all laugh. The band is a real big deal in Texas. Ours had almost 350 people in it. That's a lot of nerds in one spot. Literally, there was so much sex going on, we didn't have to take biology. I actually met my wife while we were in band in high school. People were like, wow, you're really young. How'd you know that, she was the one? I was on the drum line. She was a piccolo player. For y'all, piccolo's this little tiny flute. And we met one day, hit it off, and been together ever since. People were like, but you were so young. How did you know? I was like, well, it was just love at first sight. But I will tell you, after her holding that tiny flute in her hands all day, pretty much everything looked bigger.
That's